Hello, beautiful Starseeds. Welcome back to another video on Starseed Academy. My name is Jenny. So today we're going to continue our healing journey to the throat chakra. So far in this beautiful journey of chakra initiations and upgrades, we have done the root, the sacral, the solar. Last time was the heart, and now we're moving into the throat. So just like with the other chakras, and if you're just seeing this video and wondering, should I start at the beginning? If you're wanting to do a true energetic reset, like take your energy body and fully reset it from the bottom to the top, then I would start at the root chakra. But if you've already done a full body, full energy body and energy center reset, activation, connection, like connecting each one to the next one, then you can just use the videos for tune-ups then, right? Like if I'm fully aligned and feeling good and I just want a little heart tune-up, then that's fine too to pop in and do. So if that's how you're feeling, you know what you need. So I would always recommend for the overhaul to start at the root and work your way all the way up like we're going. And then after that, checking in, doing little mini tune-ups on the chakras that need it. So for these chakra upgrades, we are doing a clearing. We are doing activation, like bringing it online. We are doing expansion work. And we are doing the alchemical transformation, which is the upgrade. So we're transforming, we're upgrading these energy centers to their 5D version, to their highest version. And we are also connecting, because it's not just about the energy centers, it's about the connection in between as well, which is just so important, because we are channels as starseeds. We are channels of light. We bring the high frequencies down and we ground them deeply into the earth. That's a part of our mission. And in order to do that, you need to have a clear channel all the way, even between the chakras. Lately, we've also been doing a lot of channeling the darkness up, like purging for Gaia. Especially, there's a lot going on in Canada. So, and I won't get into that or we'll be here forever, but there's a lot of darkness coming up, a lot of corruption coming to light. And so we as starseeds we can help Gaia. We are these energetic channels that can take that darkness and purge it for her through our emotions, through our release, through our letting go, through our sacred rage, anger, sadness, grief, whatever comes through. And so again, in order to do that, we need to have that very clear and open channel so that it doesn't get stuck on the way up or down. And then another reason why it's really important to have a connection between chakras is that they talk to each other often, especially the ones that are right above and below. Like the center, an example, the center of the divine feminine being in the sacral creative womb, and then the divine masculine being right above that in the solar plexus at the top of your stomach. If they don't have a clear channel between them for talking, they can't balance each other out. And that is really important right now. And I know that you know that because we talk about, and the entire spiritual community talks about how important it is to help the divine feminine to rise and to bring the divine feminine and the divine masculine into balance. So it's not just those two chakras, it's all of the chakras. Like today we'll be doing the throat. Well, it's incredibly important to connect the heart to the throat so that every way that you express yourself comes out truthfully, authentically, and with love. So I also find that the throat chakra is really overlooked for some reason. When people do energy work, they always want to do heart, third eye, crown, sometimes root, but a lot of the in-between chakras kind of get left out. Maybe they aren't viewed as exciting or something. So I just wanted to let you know how important the throat chakra is. It is your center of communication. It is your self-expression. It's your way of teaching. It's your way of connecting with others. It's your way of, being creative. Like I just had this vision of like someone singing, but also speaking, like your poetry, your storytelling, and it's also your center of personal power. It's how you stand up for yourself a lot of the time. Your voice is so important. A starseed voice on Earth right now is so important. Your voice matters. What you stand up for matters. What you talk about and teach and share with others it matters. It's so important. We often have the ability to see beyond the programming, the coding, the masquerade, what the heck is going on the earth right now. Masquerade is too nice of a word. The puppet show, whatever. We can see beyond that a lot of the time, and we use our voice to share that with others, to help people go deeper and think about things beyond face value. So important. So it's just such an important chakra. So the funny thing is, though, is that blocks are very common in the throat chakra, because every time you stop yourself, right? How often do we do that? Daily, maybe? You want to say something and you don't. And when we create the connection to the heart, you won't have to worry about, because a lot of the times we stop ourselves because we don't want to hurt someone or be rude. But when you are connected and aligned, you can express yourself in a loving way and still hold your boundaries and still help people. So important. Okay, so for the throat chakra, it's a light blue color. So color carries frequency, which means that the frequency of light blue really helps the chakra to get in its power, align, and heal. So light blue crystals was what you would be looking for. Angel light is beautiful. And before I did this video, I went on a little hunt for my light blue crystals so that I could share some examples with you. And I had none. Like, I have no idea where they went. One of my favorite stones is called blue lace agate. It's so powerful. It's gentle and powerful. It's a really beautiful stone. And angel light. Both of those amazing for the throat. If you had if you were going maybe to like a family event, then you would carry that with you to help you to communicate with love. If you had a presentation to do, a live video to do, anything where you're going to be relying on communication and you want things to come through clearly, these are perfect stones. Let me know, what light blue stone or throat chakra stone do you use? What crystal do you like? Those are my top two. I don't know where they are, which is so weird because sometimes crystals just disappear. Like, I swear they just vanish out of this timeline, and I don't know where to help someone else, maybe that's where they've gone. So I need to get myself both of those again. But let me know, because I know a lot of you are really into crystals. You always want me to do crystal videos, which is so cool. We've done a couple here. So let me know, because you use them so often. What do you like for the throat? What works for you there? What do you think is the right kind of energy for the throat? There are no wrong answers. It's all individual, but I would say that light blue is really good, right? If you were new to crystals and you were wanting to find one for each chakra, go with the color, because the color carries that frequency. So it's really going to help you. So yes, so there are quite often blocks in the throat chakra. We'll check for that today, but they tend to be easy to clear, usually by using your voice, and that's a great way to clear them. So we'll see what happens in today's session. So I hope you're ready and excited and caught up on this series all the way up to the heart, and we're going to move on now into the throat. Okay, so sit up straight in your chair. We want to have a nice straight spine for this process. If you want to lay down, that's fine too. But if you are sitting, then I would put feet flat on the floor, back straight. If you're laying down, just stay with your spine straight. And we're going to start out by tuning in together to this frequency, to this energy. So just place both hands over your heart for me now as we tune in. We'll slow down this energy a bit. So take some deep breaths with me now. Let's do a nice big deep inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. Another deep, slow inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold and exhale. 2, 3, 4. Another nice big deep inhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold and exhale. 2, 3, 4. So just keep breathing throughout this experience. Relaxed and deep breathing. And I now call in Archangel Michael. And I ask you, Archangel Michael, please set up a safe space for me and for everyone participating in this at any time that they decide to. Surround us now with your golden cocoon of light so that we can be safe to fully open to this process. I also call in Archangel Raphael, Archangel Haniel. I call in Source, God, the archangels, and I call in each one of our teams. So calling in now the team for each person participating in this. So that's our angels, our guides, our ancestors, our family, our friends, galactic guides, sometimes our parallel selves. Surround us now with your support. Support us through this process, assist us, protect us, and help us to align for the greatest good, for our highest good. Perfect. So just continue breathing deeply. Feel the presence of your team around you. Know that you are fully protected. And now we're going to travel in to the throat chakra. So I'm just going to take a look here at the Starseed Collective and see what comes through. So just keep your eyes closed, breathing deeply and connected. And if you'd like to help me in this process, to really reach deeply in for this healing, then picture yourself opening up to the healing. Your throat chakra is a nice sky blue. It's expansive and airy. And you can picture that as a very pale blue rose or lotus flower. And the petals are slowly opening up. And the petals are laying back in a relaxed way, allowing the center of the flower or the chakra to be exposed and to show. Opening up now. Okay, the first thing that's coming up is pangs of energy. And I say pangs because it's like an ache, a pain in your throat. And what comes to mind is that saying, a lump in the throat. When you're sad and your feelings are hurt, especially as a kid, and you try to swallow back that lump in your throat and it physically hurts. That lump that just arrives seemingly out of nowhere is emotion. It's unexpressed emotions, and they're created in a little lump, a block. That's a block. And it's so painful. And it's hard to swallow, impossible even. And that's what's coming up now. And I am feeling that this is connected to childhood, to not feeling seen, not feeling understood, Now, you were probably, just like me, a very unique kid, but also very sensitive. And so it was easy to have your feelings hurt when you didn't feel as though you were being accepted, when you didn't feel like you fit in, when you didn't feel like you were a part of the group or a part of the crowd or a part of the family. That all hurts so much. And I want to let you know that holding on to that hurt in your throat, it's not serving you in any way. You don't have to be afraid to express your vulnerability. Getting your feelings hurt is not weak. It's a beautiful sign of a very wise soul, a very wise heart. Sensitivity goes hand in hand with an old soul. And so many of us are empaths, and as starseeds we struggled as kids, and so we've got these pangs in our throat. Can you feel it in there? I can feel, for me right now, on the right hand side. And so I'm just going to ask you to visualize the open rose, light blue rose or light blue lotus, really open right now. And I'm going to reach in and see if I can't remove that block for us. So reaching in now. And slowly removing it. Very slowly. It's long, so it's going to come out like a long thread. Very slowly pulling this energy block out. It's very heavy, it's very dense because it's a lot of sadness and pain. And what I'm going to do is, now that I have that out, I'm just going to hand that off to Archangel Michael to take care of. He will take that energy, transmute it back into its original state. So now we've got, okay, there's actually a little bit more in there still. So lean your head back a little bit for me now. And in order to open up your throat so that I can get the remaining pangs of pain in there, what I want you to do is lean back, visualize the open flower, and take a deep breath into the throat. So feel the air on the inhale fill the throat. So breathing into your throat now. And exhale. Okay, we removed the last of that heaviness. So what's left behind now is some space. And we want to make sure that we fill that up with light. So I'm going to go in right away with white light, and I'm going to fill that space up. Filling that space in your throat with white light. Your throat is accepting this white light. And I'm still sending it. And it's drinking it down, really enjoying this, basking in the white light. So I'm just going to keep sending that, and I'm seeing now that chakra beginning to fill up and expand. And I'm going to allow that chakra to grow and grow and grow as it fills with white light. This is white light of source. It's pure, it's holy, it's divine, it is cleansing. It is cleansing, it is activating. So what this white light is doing for us now, it is activating this chakra, bringing it online. It's also aiding in the expansion. And I feel like the chakra is now settling into a size. So I'm going to stop sending that white light now and hold space for it to begin to be absorbed. So take another deep breath into the throat for me now. So inhale now. Beautiful. Another deep breath in. Okay, just going to leave the throat in this state for one moment. And what I'd like you to do to help in the absorption of this very high frequency light is to attune this chakra with me now. So repeat after me. I am ready to speak my truth, to surrender to my sensitivities, to allow myself to be vulnerable, to allow myself to be human. Understanding that I am the divine soul within, but also the human aspect, and that I won't always be perfect, and that's okay. I don't expect myself to be perfect. I only need to do my best. I love myself. I am grateful for my voice. And place your hands over your throat now, however it feels comfortable for you, so that your palms are touching your throat right in the center. So you can go one hand on top of the other, or face your hands backwards. You're sending yourself through the palms of your hands your very high soul energy. Your soul is very high frequency, and every soul is able to heal and send healing. So send healing now through the palms of your hands directly into your throat. Let the communication be healed. Let self-expression be healed. Understand that your voice matters. What you have to say matters, and that you're here for a reason. Beautiful. And if you can feel some heat coming off of your hands or feel some heat happening right now, that is how a lot of people experience energy healing. They feel it as warmth and as heat. So we are now going to move into checking in for an upgrade in this chakra. And just seeing what's there. So as I'm tuning in now, I'm feeling that we first need to get this chakra in movement. That's a part of the synchronistic alignment. So first we're going to go ahead, and I'm coming up from underneath the throat to spin the chakra very slowly to begin with. We're going to get this chakra in movement. We want all of our chakras in movement. So it's going to go around and around and around. And we're going to sync it up with all of the chakras below that we've already done, so that they're going at the same pace in complete alignment together. Picking up the pace here now, moving into around and around and around. Good. And one more speed, around and around and around. Very good. The throat is freely moving here. It doesn't feel so heavy and blocked and stuck. It feels airy like the sky, which is exactly how it should feel, in very nice, smooth, open, airy movement. Now we're going to go in for the upgrade. So taking that chakra and just pulling it ahead a little bit ahead of your body, so that we can sprinkle some of these golden flecks of alchemy and transformation over the top. So these golden flecks come from the divine angelic realm, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Haniel, all helping with this. Sprinkling one more layer here, really wanting to saturate the top of this chakra in golden flakes. And as we have that chakra completely coated on the top, we're going to add in some divine heat to melt this transformative gold energy. As it heats up, it turns into liquid alchemy. And it is much more easily absorbed in that way. So melting it now, picture these golden drips starting to drip down the sides of the throat chakra like honey. And now your throat chakra is going to start to pull in this moisture right into the center of the chakra. So pulling in this golden liquid alchemy and transformation into the center of the throat chakra, pulling it in now. Visualize this. See that golden layer of melted honey, melted gold, slowly being absorbed into the center of this sky blue chakra until the core of the chakra is gold and it's sky blue all around the outer edges. Good. I'm seeing that visual now. I'm feeling like most of us are there. If not, and you're having trouble pulling the gold in, visualize it like a tree with its roots, how it pulls the moisture up. Pull that moisture into the center of that chakra. So this golden core of alchemical transformation, this is your upgrade. So this upgrade is going to take roughly 2 to 3 days to be integrated into your body. So you're going to be holding it in that space as the upgrade happens. And your chakra will literally turn over into a new version. So that integration period is 2 to 3 days. We're going to leave that where it is. The golden core, the nice bright blue chakra. We've created the clearing, the activation, the expansion. We've made the movement. We've got the alignment of that movement happening. Upgrade is waiting to be integrated. The last thing here is to connect it to the heart. So going down into the heart, that beautiful green, emerald green chakra. What I'm going to do there is pull that energy upwards. So pulling the heart chakra energy upwards like a funnel. So pulling it upwards now, upwards, 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 till you feel it in the base of your throat. And you might feel a little pressure as I do this, just at the very base of the throat. So pulling the heart up here to meet the throat. And what I'm going to do is come from underneath the throat and lock the heart into place. So the spiraling funnel heads upwards, and as it meets the throat, we twist and lock it into place. So following that pattern now, following that pathway, and it's also clearing the pathway on the way through. So clearing that, any heaviness, any old energy, gonna just allow that to dissipate. Okay, pulling that heart up and clicking it into place. Perfect. And it went there with no hesitation. So now we have a clear channel between heart and throat. We've got an upgrade waiting to happen in the throat over the next 2 to 3 days. That's going to happen for you. And because we've been doing this journey together, that clear pathway now goes from the core of Gaia, the crystal core of Gaia, all the way up through the root, the sacral, the solar, the heart, and now the throat. And we will be continuing this in the weeks to come. So return to your body now by wiggling your toes, moving your hands, moving your shoulders, coming back into this present moment with me. I want to thank Archangel Michael, Raphael, Haniel. I want to thank Source, God. I want to thank each and every one of our teams for assisting, protecting, and supporting us through this process. And I want you to thank yourself, because it takes a special kind of person to show up for this work. And when you heal yourself, you are healing the entire collective, not just the Starseed collective, the human collective. We are so attached to them. The collectives are all entangled, and what happens within one happens within the other. So you are bringing healing, divine healing, metaphysical healing, down here onto the earth plane. And I thank you for that, Starseed. So Archangel Michael, please seal us up now with that beautiful golden cocoon of light. Seal in the healing. Seal in the work that we've done. Protect it and keep it safe. Beautiful. So feel free to open your eyes when you're ready. Take some nice deep breaths. And I just want to talk to you about your integration period quickly before we go. So I did mention that it would be about 2 to 3 days. Everyone's different. Everyone has an individual integration. It really is individual because we all process things differently and we all had different amounts of the blocks in the throat. But let me know in the comments below if you felt what I was talking about. That pang that was there that came up from childhood. And if you're feeling it coming up again, call on your team and your angels to help you perform that healing. Rewatch this video. You can do it as many times as you need until it's gone, and you will clear it. So for the integration period, something that can really help you is to drink a lot of water. Make it a detoxifying water, like lemon water, cucumber water, celery water, something like that. Really flush the system as the throat chakra is shedding the old. We want to flush it out. Just know that you might feel some heightened energy after this experience. You might feel really, like you've got some extra energy. It's so beautiful. Enjoy it while it lasts. Just know that when you crash, that's normal. We've got a spike of high frequencies in your body right now. You will need rest soon though. So you're going to have this woo, and then you're going to crash. Honor that. That's the integration, the rest. Allow yourself to rest. And as you're feeling that over the next 2 to 3 days, be a little more self-aware about how your throat feels. Be more self-aware about the words that you speak, the words that you don't speak, maybe are even more important, or where you're holding back. And keep your eye on that so that you're not creating more blocks. And remember that you can trust your communication. You are connected to your heart. You can trust in your voice, and it's very important. Last thing is just that through integration, many people will experience a release of some kind. That can be a dream, an emotion. There are many ways that this could go, but a lot of people do feel like sadness or grief. Other people feel anger. Other people just feel like a knowingness, or like if it's not a dream, then just like a vision, or especially if you're meditating, but sometimes it just in your mind, a vision of a childhood moment where that was created, like a vision of you as a kid with the lump in the throat. That's going to come up, and when it does, it's coming up to be released and for healing. So just thank your throat for holding on to that memory all this time, holding on to that old energy from childhood all this time for you. But you are finally free to release it. And you can release it by speaking on it. Use your voice. Speak out loud. Okay, yes, I remember this moment in childhood. I remember this block. This is what I was feeling. This is what I needed to say in that moment and didn't say. Say it now. Please let me know below how this journey is going for you. And if you need extra support, please use the links for my services to reach out. I just want to, again, thank you so much for doing this very important work for the Starseed Collective and the Human Collective, for Earth, I love you all so much. Please remember that if you did want to work with me one-on-one to do your own energetic reset, that is very available. Check out the Galactic Healings for any kind of healing or counseling session. Check out the Galactic Readings for new live readings with me on many different subjects. And there's also the option to just sit with me in a live channeling session and allow whatever comes through to come through. You don't have to pick a Meet Your Guides reading or a past parallel life reading. You can just have a reading, a soul reading, right? And just allow what comes through to come through. And I think those could be some of the most powerful ones because your team knows what you need. So keep that in mind. And remember to like, share, and subscribe for new videos on this channel. Keep up with this. Now that you've gotten up to the throat, make sure you tune back in. We're going to be heading into the third eye next. Then we've got the crown, and then we'll be going even higher. What comes after the crown, you'll find out. After this series, I have another exciting series coming, healing series, about the reconnection of your psychic gifts. So make sure you're subscribed to receive all of that good free content. And then before we go, please remember, listen to your heart and the quiet voice within, because you are so much more than the body you are in. Thank you so much, Starseeds. Have a beautiful day. Bye.